You're trying to get back with your ex, stop everything you do, watch this video first, because I'm going to tell you if you have any chance to get back together. I'm going to show you the 5 signs that actually your ex doesn't want you. We're going to cover that in this video, and I'm going to detail a little bit of action and things you could be doing to get back with your ex. How to analyze those signs as well. Before I move on, just to remind you, you can subscribe to the channel. It's totally anonymous and you get notified anytime I post a new video. You can comment, share your stories. I'll be more than happy to reply and help you out. And also you can take a quiz. I put together a quiz for you to know if you have any chance to get back with your ex. It's totally free. It takes 2 minutes. I left the link in the first comment of the video. So, first reason is your ex has filed a complaint against you. So it's 1 case out of 10,000 usually. If that's the case, just move on. Move on, because I think that's over and it's a clear sign. Whether it's true or not, whether they're manipulating or it's not healthy for you to try to fix a relationship like that. So move on. I'm going to move on to this one. Your ex has remarried or relationship more than 6 months. I often talk about the rebound relationship. Those relationships, they last 3 months on average. If it's more than 6 months, let some time pass and move on temporarily, because you're gonna be really hurt to try to get back with your ex whenever they are building something at the same time. So it's not necessarily over, but for your own benefit, I would highly recommend you to move on, because that's a sign that it's probably over, most likely. So third one, and the more we go, the more realistic they are. So the 5th one is actually could be your case. 3, your ex doesn't want to answer. Very classic. So basically they block you or they just send you yes, okay. One thing is they could be in what we call the release phase. After a breakup, there's this release phase where, as the person who decided to end the relationship, or maybe if they didn't decide to end the relationship, but they are single for the first time and have that all that pressure that's released, and they enjoy being alone. They enjoy being on their own, enjoying their freedom and things like that. They are in that release phase. So anytime you text them, anytime you ask them a question, they'll be like, okay, don't bother me. I have other things to do. And then there's the second phase, is the consolidation phase, where it's a little bit after this sort of honeymoon phase where everything is exciting, where they start to experience a routine of being single, a routine of being alone, of doing things in their life like it's not as exciting as before, but still they enjoy that time. And so whenever you text them, whenever you ask them anything on WhatsApp or Facebook or things like that, they would just reply, okay, whatever. Go to radio silence, because as I mentioned, the reason they say yes, no, okay, great, good, is because you didn't do a proper radio silence. They didn't really appreciate those things, because you have to let your ex experience that release phase where they'll have been super happy, that consolidation phase where they get back to normal, and it's when they reach out to the I'm bored or I'm regretting things that you have to come back. To do that phase, to let them go through that cycle, you need to have that radio silence. If you don't, they're gonna be disrupted and never get down that phase. It's very important. So a few weeks, a few months, it really depends on when you think that they'll go through that cycle and be back to neutral. So important. And I mentioned that in a lot of my videos. If you have any questions on that and know when should be the right time to end the radio silence, how long should be your radio silence, feel free to comment and I'll be more than happy to help. 4th one, your ex has considered you as a friend, the friend zone. This is so dangerous. So it's very friendly, but it blocks all the time. So you feel that you're friends, but every time you want to make the thing progress and be more intimate, it doesn't work. You are always at the same distance. So you feel like now you were here then when we split. Now we're here because we're friends, but you can't, it's like, it's blocked. And so you spend your time making suggestions, but it's blocks, there's something. In that case, really be careful. It's a huge warning sign. The fake friendship shouldn't last more than a month or 2 months max. It needs to be temporary. So look for the real reason. Sometimes they friends on you because they feel guilty. Maybe you have children, maybe you have friends in common. Maybe it's because of money. Maybe I call the warranty is because they dumped you and now they feel bad, or they dumped you and they just want to have the all benefits. Maybe, I don't know, they want to do something to do and have some painting or things like that. So they have you around just for the warranty phase because it's very handy for them to have you around, things like that. Really try to analyze and pause the video, think really straight. Okay, we are friends, but what does it mean for them? Does it mean that they are friends with me because they want to get back together, or just because we have friends, we have children, we have anything, but it's still stuck? And if that's the case, guess what? Go to radio silence again. You have to stop because you have to show them that you're not willing to be in that new relationship, new format of relationship. What you want is to be together. What you want is to be lovers, not friends. So you have to stand your ground, and whenever you feel that you're too long in that friend zone, you cut any communication and you do the radio silence. So you're seeing each other for intimacy. This could be a sign that actually it's good for you, but this could be actually a sign that it's not really good for you. Let me detail that. So you hope it will change. So you have sex, you think, okay, I have sex, it's just a question of getting back together. But what happened is that it's really one step forward and one step backward. And I'm pretty sure you might be in that case. It's so painful. You get jealous because you have sex with your ex, but they're seeing other people, they are flirting with other people, and you get really jealous, and you didn't really reconnect on that deep emotional level. It's only sex at the moment. And now what would happen is you will lose your self-confidence. And I've seen that so many times by not letting go the other and just hooking up with them, having sex with them. We feel that we're going to feel better, but actually it's going to be worse than before, because again, it's going to be weird or an unstable relationship. The relationship you'll have with your ex wouldn't be based on feelings and emotions. It's going to be on just about sex, and you'll feel guilty and you lose self-confidence very quickly. And so what will happen is you'll just hang to the little thing she or he gives you, and that's, yeah, honestly, don't do that. And the last one, could be point number 6, is your ex frequently cancels your dates. So what happens is when they do that, let's say, let's go for a coffee, and they say, oh, sorry, I can't do today. But like last minute, really rude and very impolite. When they do that, you don't feel equal because they have the power again to decide, to let you down, to cancel. If they act like this, what do? You do radio silence. And so you have to get back to that same level, because otherwise that's no way you're gonna get them to be attracted to you. It is so important that the only way you can attract your ex is to be at the same level of value, level of intensity, level of attraction. So the key takeaways is check today where you stand. Do you check any of the signs? Hopefully you don't check the number 1 or 2. Take the quiz if you're not sure. The quiz has more questions. Again, it's the link in the first comment of the video, and you'll have a detailed, I've done that with psychologists and some of my coach in my team. It's basically giving you a picture of all the things that could go wrong in a couple. It gives you results right away. And plan your strategy. So what are you doing? Are you doing a radio silence? When are you starting it? When are you going to end that radio silence? What are you going to send them? And follow through. If you say that you're going to do a radio silence for 3 weeks, do a freaking radio silence for 3 weeks. If you have anything else, please feel free to comment the video or get in touch. Take care. Bye.